For Chloe, taking Mounjaro weight loss injections has been transformative. For her appearance, her health and her happiness. This was Chloe at 29 stone. Her polycystic ovary syndrome made her gain weight. On Mounjaro, she lost more than 10 stone in a year.
It's been a whirlwind, but it's been life-changing. It's like I actually did start my life a year ago.
But now the price of her life-changing drug is set to rise dramatically.
It's very difficult to think of life without Mounjaro. My worst fear is that I've got my last jab in my fridge, and once that's gone, I don't know if I can order another one. I can't just get that money from thin air.
From September the 1st, next Monday, the price of the weight loss drug Mounjaro is set to increase by 170%. The wholesale price of a month's supply of the highest dose will rise from £122 to £330. NHS patients won't be affected.
He said,
it follows this.
I just paid $88. And in New York, I pay $1,300.
Donald Trump complaining of the high cost of drugs in the US and putting pressure on drug companies to align global prices.
We are sorry if patients are experiencing an interruption.
This is the first time a UK boss at Eli Lilly, the drug company that makes Mounjaro, has answered questions on the controversy. To what extent is the price rise a result of political pressure from President Trump?
So it's one factor that we take into account, but we do also want to achieve a price that is more on a par and more equal to what we see across the rest of Europe.
The price rise is causing people to stockpile, panic buy. There are risks about people turning to the black market. Does your company accept some responsibility for that, and are you regretful about that?
We are doing all we can to maintain patient access. We are concerned that patients may try and pursue alternative routes for this medicine. And one of our concerns is that we have this medicine reimbursed by NICE, but the rollout of that medicine is going to take over a decade.
So NHS delays are leading people to look to the black market?
We're concerned that if patients can't access it through the NHS, then they may look to the black market because that's where they could find a cheaper version.
The company confirmed to ITV News that it's proposed a deal so UK pharmacies can give £80 off the maximum price hike, but says it can't control what they ultimately charge their patients. Would you or your company like to offer an apology for the patients who are going to be disrupted? People might be mid-treatment and they'll have to stop taking this medication just because they can't afford it.
So we are sorry for patients who feel that they need to make decisions based on price. However, we are working with the NHS. We have already worked with the NHS to ensure that we maintain access through the NHS, and we are working with private providers to try and maintain patient access through private providers.
Around 1.5 million people in the UK use weight loss jabs, the vast majority, like Chloe, through private prescriptions. Many now face uncertainty.
Rebecca, extraordinary admissions from Eli Lilly tonight. What's behind it?
Well, what I found really striking from that interview was the clear message of frustration from Eli Lilly at the slow rollout of Mounjaro on the NHS. The suggestion being that if more people could get this for free on the health service, this dramatic price rise wouldn't be an issue. Some might say that sounds like passing the buck. The government says that it is committed to ensuring that more people have access to these revolutionary drugs in a safe and controlled way, but it insists that pricing in the private market is a matter for Eli Lilly and private providers.